Grade 1, Clement El Hersh down at the Seaside Oval. Now we go the distance of a mile in a 16th. In terms of some of the heavy hitters, what's on the line? Well, it's a win and you're in for this year's running of the Breeders Cup. Goes off this race number 10. It'd be remiss looking elsewhere. Let's start with Copion, the 7 out wide here, coming in for the Hall of Famer Richard Mandella. Gets Kimura aboard for the ride. And fair to say, Matt, that Copion had a lot of buzz going into this last performance of the Great Lady M and was strong without being fantastic, but needs to bounce back.
Yeah, and you know what? I love her. I'm an unabashed fan of this horse. I think she's just really, really talented. It's worth noting she lost a shoe in this running of the Great Lady M, and we all love Los Alamitos, but I kind of take results there in the same way I take them from Kentucky Downs. If you win, great. If you don't win, I'm not really holding it against you. The fact that Richard Mandella stretches her out here, I think this is kind of the perfect time to find out, because he's always hinted that he wants to get her back out to 2 turns. On the heels of that loss, what better time than now to find out if the 8.5, maybe even 9, is going to be within her scope? And guess what? If she loses, you can always turn her back, and I would still pick her over the lot if she were to run in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint.
She's a superstar. We've also got Rishi, the 5 there. Antonio Fraser getting set to pilot for Bob Baffert. Bob's going to have both the 4 Nothing Like You and the 5 in Rishi as we take it back to this performance up the road at Santa Anita in the Santa Maria Stakes.
Close to Rishi, who's full of run at the 8th pole, and Rishi has
nothing
a
wrong.
4-length
She
lead.
shows speed, she goes out to the front, and she extends her lead. I guess the concern for her in a spot like this would simply be the pace scenario, because Seismic Beauty, who we'll talk about momentarily, is also a speed horse and also goes out for Baffert's barn. So there's a part of me that wonders how the race unfolds from a pace standpoint, but there's no denying the talent is there for Rishi. And as far as Seismic Beauty is concerned, I can basically just echo everything I said about Rishi, where I don't have any concerns about the ability, the distance, X, Y, and Z. It's just not only is she coming out of the same barn with Bob Baffert, but she has the same running style, Dub. So all of her wins have come in gate-to-wire fashion. When she gets out to the front, she's capable of doing this, like we saw in the Santa Margarita. This was her last appearance on the racetrack in the afternoon on May 25th. Off the layoff, I assume she's ready to go. She's done nothing but work fast down there at Del Mar and Santa Anita leading into this. I'm just very interested to see who decides to go and who decides to sit.
Big weekend coming up down at the Seaside Oval. The Clement El Hersh Grade 1 score there. Baffert's got the 3 contenders. The Hall of Fame Mandella behind Copion is going to be the horse to beat for me. And why should you jump in and play? Well, great incentive, great offer here from FanDuel Racing. This one's going to be a part of the new Summer Series, so you can opt in. Make sure you do opt in. You're going to have to opt in for each race within that Summer Series, but you will see that live within the app on the day of racing. This will be the first event, first race to kick off the Summer Series with FanDuel Racing, and you get that no-sweat win bet. So how good is that? No-sweat win bet. You can jump in, a bit of extra insurance there to kick off the summer as things are starting to heat up out here on the West Coast. Hopefully so too, that FanDuel Racing account. So make sure you opt in the day of there on Saturday for the Clement El Hersh down at the Seaside Oval.